Hi there, Math 30-2 student. Just going to go over the expectations for this course and hopefully you successfully complete all the requirements for the course. So as you realize that there's teacher contact information just found over here. There's many ways to contact me. Here's all the methods. Keep in mind my office hours. And if you ever have to do a video conference, of course, just click on this link and you get access to it right away. Texting, phone number, and so forth, just right here. Other things that are on the side that you should know is the calendar, which will tell you the dates that things are due, and it will be sent to your email. Comment. This is where you can actually put any comments you like. It's like talking in a class, in a hallway, in a classroom. If you want to do a prayer of something that is on your mind, just click on the prayer board. Remind will always, please do sign this up. It is a requirement in the entry quiz to sign up, and then you get messages when things are due and important information. This is our division theme for this year. So under teacher student introductions, you will realize you could watch my video, who I am, and so forth. And under the course information, you will realize that this is 11 pages. Do read all the single pages on there because it's important to actually view all of these. This is your course outcomes. There's a course overview, timelines essential, St. Gabriel policy, assessment and evaluation, how I'm going to be marking you. There's procedures explaining when midpoint is and so forth. There's expectations, resources, and so forth. They're very essential to read over this. Another thing that you should look over is the formula sheet. Print that off, and same thing for the due dates, print that off too. Under the student introduction, do introduce yourself to the class because it's one of the requirements you'll have to do too. And then information questionnaire, do click on this and it will direct you to that. Same thing for the entry quiz. You can do the entry quiz as many times as you like, but you have to get 100 for it. So do get 100. And then special document, please do complete this. This document just basically explains if you need any accommodations and so forth. Once that's all done, lesson one will open up, and in here, you will have what a lesson looks like. Here's your textbook, so click on that and we'll tell you how to work through each lesson of the textbook. And then in the web lessons, it's essential to actually, when you click on that, to do the video quiz first. So what does that mean? So it says right here, complete the video link below before clicking the button. There's a video link right over here. Click on this, start assignment, sign up for Edpuzzle. There's an issue of signing up. Click on this one, use your Google account or make account with Edpuzzle, and then you'll have access to the actual prior knowledge material. The whole purpose of the prior knowledge material is to make sure you understand the concepts that are going to be reviewed again in the lesson, but you already should know them. So this is a good review for you. Once you've all done that, of course, click on this, then click here, and this is what you're looking for through the web lesson, this question mark with this arrowhead. And you're going to realize there's a score out of 43. So this, with that, you got to go through the lesson, and at the end of the last page on page 5, you put your name in here and email score. Here's your outcomes and so forth, and these are the 3 topics that you'll be working on in this lesson. So what's going to happen is when you scroll down, you look through, answer all the questions that come out. There's the solutions and videos and so forth. And all the way to the bottom, you will realize that's where the questions are. Answer the questions, and you can literally guess, as I'm doing right now, which I don't recommend it. I tell you that right now. But do read the questions first of all. And for digits, do read the disclaimer and check answers. Check. Sometimes I put answers why you got it wrong, so like a solution. Other times you don't. Over here, you will realize that this one's wrong too, this one's wrong too, and this one's wrong too. Hence the fact you got 0 out of 43. Do that on every single page, and do answer all the questions. Like go to page two, next page, page 3, and then do the same thing. Read. These are your definitions you need to know, and read away and complete the questions. Once you're all done, as I said, on page 5, once you do all of them, at the bottom, there'll be this part right here where you put your name in it. And don't forget to say finish. The finish button is the most important part. If you don't press that finish button, it won't get recorded. So do press that finish button. And then you're all set to keep learning in your interactive video and set notation. So do watch that because you need to get 100 to move on to the assignment, which is worth a little bit more mark for your course. Math talk on pearls. It's a little challenging, the pearls, but doesn't mean that you can't do it. Give you about 5 to 10 minutes. If you find it you're not passing level 1, just write your explanation, what happened, and so forth. So once you're in your lesson 1 assignment, you're going to be realizing there's instructions how to do your assignment. Click on this and it'll tell you more about that. I'll give you a quick rundown. You're going to be always realize there's going to be an Edpuzzle that starts it off. Here's again an Edpuzzle. And after that, you're set to do any questions that are multiple choice and so forth. So if a question is worth 1.25 marks, make sure you include workings. So grab a piece of paper and start writing it down. You can also use Google Docs to write down your workings and so forth. You could use Equato, which is on under Google Docs, which is this little feature right up here. And um, if you open a Google Docs, so you can actually click on Equato, which I encourage you to use. And then at the last question, 26, this is where you include your workings by putting it right here, by giving a link, or you could send a photo in here. Now, the best way to send the photos is using a cam scanner app. So if you have an Android, click on here. If you have an Apple phone, click on here, and it'll tell you how to do that. So keep in mind, any questions that are worth 1.25 marks or more, make sure you include workings. So hence the fact, 1.25, include workings for that. No workings, no marks. So keep that in mind. So any long answer, like let's see right here, you can include the workings right in here. If there's not, you don't feel like there's enough space, just say on paper, and then you can include your workings from there. So in a nutshell, this is the course, and if there's any concerns or anything in that matter, don't hesitate to let me know. But have a great term here, guys.